This is the Volvo Ocean Race. It's sailing's toughest test, and our fleet is heading towards one of the most hostile areas of water on the planet, the Southern Ocean. Ericsson 4, skippered by Torben Grail, still stands at the top of the leaderboard. They lead the fleet from Qingdao. Next stop, Rio.
It's for sure my first time I'm going to be in a boat for so long. Most I have been so far is 24, so it's almost double there.
This leg will be a 5-week slog. A 12,500-mile journey from China around the infamous Cape Horn to Brazil. This race carries the tag Life at the Extreme, and this leg, above any other, embodies the unique dangers and perils on offer. Ericsson 4's nearest challenger on the leaderboard, 7 points behind, is Bauer Becking's Telefonica Blue. With this leg offering more points than any other, this is where the Dutchman, in his 6th round-the-world race, is hoping to close the gap on Ericsson 4. But their task becomes harder even before the start as they run aground.
Suspending racing.
They rejoin the fray 19 hours after the gun.
It's far from over until we're basically in Rio.
Ken Reed on PUMA's Il Mostro is applying the heat on Ericsson 4 on the charge from China. They lie 3rd overall.
We do feel like we're improving, and we get to show it off on this leg, I hope.
And are looking to win their first leg of this race. Being first to Rio will send a message to the rest of the fleet. Chasing Ericsson 4 and Puma is Ericsson 3, whose remarkable story continues. They missed the starting gun as they were still completing the previous leg, but with Magnus Olsen as skipper, they're hoping to reel in those ahead. Ian Walker on Green Dragon, the Irish-Chinese entry, is entering the unknown. A vastly experienced small boat sailor, this is his first time skippering a boat in the Volvo Ocean Race, and he's about to tackle the notorious Southern Ocean. Race leader Ericsson 4, skippered by Torben Grail, sets the pace immediately after leaving Qingdao.
It's been a little rough last night and cold as well, but since we're going fast, I think we're going to have plenty of warm days ahead of us. We'll be fine.
Ericsson 4's lead in the Volvo Ocean Race is 7 points. Telefonica Blue taking a 3-point penalty for changing their rudders before leaving Qingdao. Ken Reed on Puma's Il Mostro lies 3rd, just a point behind Bauer Becking. After their late departure from Qingdao, Bauer Becking is playing catch-up on Telefonica Blue. Their problems at the start mean the gap between them and the leaders Ericsson 4 is 169 miles. With this leg being the longest in the history of the race, choosing the preferred food in the correct amount is a huge responsibility. Given that job on Telefonica Blue is media crew member Gabri Olivo.
Try to use these ones first, in the first few days, the Maria Light, which is quite nicer. And yeah. And then this one you can do 2 per days as well, chocolate. So we can go alternating digestive and chocolate.
Okay.
So we basically start with pasta vegetariano at dinner. So we don't put the cheese and ham. When I came and joined the team, Bauer just saying, welcome you, the last one, you do the food. I'm like, okay. So normally he runs like the last guy that go in charge, and it's okay. You know, it's quite difficult to comply everyone, and it's quite difficult to make sure that everyone is happy about it, because of course in 11 person you got exactly 10% possibility that nobody likes it, at least. So it's quite difficult to make sure that everyone is happy. But on the other hand, when you do it, and especially with these little things, you're very happy. What we run here is a menu, which is we normally use between 4,500 and 5,000 calories a day, which is nearly the double as a normal sporty person. And then the best things, which we're gonna put as last, is got two things out of it. One is this one, which is 18 kilos. Yeah, which is, I brought it directly from Italy. It's 18 kilos of Parmesan cheese. Oh. It's all. This is really nice because it's between 2 and 3 years old. And yeah, you should have seen the girl at the custom when it came in. When I got it from the scanner, and it was like, what? And then when I open it up and I go like this, and she was like, what is this? Oh, more Parmesan. And like, how is that possible? So it was quite incredible. And also we got grated, so it's really nice because with this and a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and everything is gonna taste nice.
Queso parmigiano reggiano, traído especialmente de la pura Italia. Increíble, lo mejor del barco, con diferencia. Lo ha traído Gabri desde casa, contrabando puro y duro. Riquísimo, muy bueno. Gabriele, por ti. Salud.
The Parmesan appears to be working as Telefonica Blue wastes no time in rejoining the pack. As the fleet heads south from Qingdao, Bauer Becking and his men take less than 6 days to catch Ian Walker on Green Dragon. Ericsson 4 still holds the lead. With Green Dragon now bringing up the rear, Walker is desperate to prevent the fleet from screaming off into the distance. The debutant skipper has a decision to make.
So we have a choice. We can be here just south of Fiji, or we can go here to the Solomon Islands.
I'm really wary of the Solomon Islands because all the research we did beforehand said don't go anywhere near the Solomon Islands. I haven't got anything against the Solomon Islands, but and I will have if there's no wind, and we're seeing next one 2 days.
Yeah. Anyway, the safe option is to go east.
The safe option?
The safe option is to go east.
Even though the fleet are going to go west, we reckon.
Up ahead, at the front of the pack, Puma's pursuit of the leaders Ericsson 4 is relentless. Puma's German helmsman, Mickey Muller, has an added motivation to get to Rio as quickly as possible.
Did you know that Mickey's about to be a father?
Did?
Yeah.
Is he one yet?
No. It doesn't appear to be. No. Every time we get an email, we frantically get him down here so he can read it, because he's the only one that, of course, can speak German on the boat. And all of them are in German. This one's a long one, so clearly somebody at home is either rather bored or has a lot to say.
If Magnus Olsson's crew on Ericsson 3 are tired from their heroic efforts to make the Leg 5 start line, they're not showing it. Already up to third after overhauling Green Dragon, they're storming after the next boat in front of them, Puma's Il Mostro.
Crazy morning today in the E3 office. The smoking along, doing 30 knots. Wind speed is just 35 now. Water temperature has gone from 6 to 26 degrees now in 30 hours. Sea depths going from 50 to 100 meters to 3,000 to 11,000 meters in just a few minutes. There's going to be some sore ice from the salty water on deck. At least down here in the nav station is alright.
For many sailors, working on the foredeck of a Volvo 70 requires a leap of faith. Ericsson 3's bowman Martin Kreit is better equipped to make the jump than most.
It is, of course, a little bit a different choice to study to become a priest when you are a Volvo Ocean Race bowman. But I think for me, my belief is helping me a lot every day. But it's not like that I do crazy things in the rig or up on the bow just because I think that something good will happen if I fall off. It doesn't work like that. The other guy says that I get very angry when I get in front of the rig, and I guess it is a little bit like that, because when you go out there you have to be in bad conditions. You have to be very, very focused, not to do anything stupid. You have to switch off all your emotions, just focus on getting the job done. If things goes wrong or you feel you don't have the right communication with the guys behind you, I can get very different.
The way the old sail came down, it wasn't really optimal, but it's okay. 85–90%.
Sometimes you go up on the bow and you bounce around in your lifeline like a jo-jo, and you get washed by big waves and you bang your head into the rig, and it's not healthy at all, actually. I think the guys in the back of the boat have injured themselves more than I have, so far I've been lucky, I guess.
With the dangers of leg 5 comes the increased regard for safety.
You've been busy, Jimmy.
Been a bit busy, yeah.
That's so good, man.
And prior to departure, racing manager Jim Allen ensures the crew of Puma's Il Mostro are fully equipped for all eventualities.
Essentially, when you have an emergency, if you're sinking or you're going into the life rafts, this lid comes off and those two bags are the first bags into the life raft. But it's also, if you have an emergency on the boat, all your goodies are in here. But especially if you're gonna take the other vessel at the back. It's got everything you need to try and get home safely.
We've got all the flares in here, so we've got 6 red parachute, 3 white parachute, some handheld reds, handheld white, an emergency aerial, and an emergency radio for talking to any rescue aircraft, some light sticks.
Yeah, these are glow sticks. You know, I gotta say, I've never had to use, now that I've said that, as soon as you say something like that, that's when you end up needing flares, life rafts. No, I've never had to abandon a boat. You know, so hopefully I won't have had plenty of practice. You know, I've done a lot of training, but really never had to use it for an emergency. We've had situations, but we managed to sort them out. Essentially, we were in a place where the flares wouldn't do us any good. Southern Ocean, it's not too many people to see a flare go off, so some of the stuff where we're going to have our worst problem, we're going to be on our own anyway, so hopefully, if we need it, there'll be somebody nearby that can actually see it. You know, I didn't do the last leg, really. Did you ever think you were going to need any of the safety gear? he's seen a lot of bad things, but
No, not really. We've been careful.
yeah, careful.
Recklessly careful.
Recklessly careful. You know, that's probably the best word you could say about the Volvo. Trying to put careful and Volvo 70 in the same sentence is just.
But this league's a little different, you know. When you when you get further away from land, you rely a little more on your safety equipment.
With the safety kits within easy reach, the fast downwind racing continues. Puma's Il Mostro in second are trying everything possible to catch the leader, Torben Grael on Ericsson 4. The pursuit comes at a price. Ken Reed's crew has to maintain their momentum without their port side wheel.
Long way to reel like this. Well, we need an extension, tiller extension, Ken.
One of those ones that telescope, you know, with the little round balls in the end.
It needs to be 8 feet long.
Amid the concern for Il Mostro, Mickey Muller receives another update from home.
I think Mickey's had a baby. We haven't had confirmation yet.
Scoop, man.
Nice.
Girl?
Yeah.
Well done.
Congratulations, Mickey.
Crack that bottle, mate. Fucking get that bottle out.
Yeah, I'm a daddy.
That's nice. So happy, Mickey.
What do you think,
Very
Sid?
good. I think it's fantastic. It's the big news we were waiting for since the start almost. I'm sure he's crying over there. Look, he's hiding. I'm sure he's crying. It's fantastic. I'm very, very happy. We're all very happy. For Mickey and Micah. The man is okay, huh?
Yep. Congratulations.
Nice,
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
What's the name?
Mia Carlotta.
Oh,
Here's to Mia.
Here's to Mia. To Mia. Vicky, you're a good man.
As our fleet plunges towards the equator, it's Green Dragon who remains the back marker, with Telefonica Blue ahead of them in fourth. Up ahead, Ken Reed and Magnus Olsson scrap for second, while Torben Grael on Ericsson 4 leads the way to the southern hemisphere.
And I put my finger in the fan. Yeah, that's a good start on the watch.
Having joined the crew of Ericsson 3 in Qingdao, Magnus Voxen gives us an insight into a typical day on board.
Probably doing between 16 and 20 knots. That's what it sounds like. It's just a little bit of water on deck, but you still need the full foul weather gear. See you later.
Usually 4 hours on watch. Out of those 4 hours, I usually drive for 2 as I'm a helmsman, and then I swap around. So one is grinding, one is trimming, one is resting, and now we have a watch change.
So there we go. Another 4 hours on deck. And it turned out to be quite wet.
Yeah, it's a bit wet. Not too bad.
So after a bit of porridge, off to the bank for hopefully 3 hours. And then up again for another 4 on deck.
At the back of the fleet on Green Dragon, Ian Walker is still attempting to work out how to make gains on those ahead of him.
Oh dear, what a dilemma. So Gore, we've had 3 consecutive weather models, 6 hours apart, which have given us 3 different solutions to getting south, principally whether you go east or west of Fiji. And we've got a very strong position to the east of the fleet, so we've got a very good opportunity to go east. But it's a big decision. There's no middle ground. There's potentially nearly 1,000 miles of separation between the 2 courses. Whichever way we go will be a gamble. Like, the facts are changing every 6 hours and we're trying to work out something 7 days away.
Back on Ericsson 3, Magnus Voxen's arduous day continues.
It's going to be very wet, and it sounds like there's action on deck. I better eat this quickly and go up and help them. And it sounds like we're going like Boeing. It's probably doing 25-30 knots up there. So a lot can happen in 24 hours, I'll tell you that. Okay, another 4 hours on deck. See you then.
This way.
It's hot. It's still hot. Probably eat and burn around 5,000 calories a day, which is a lot. But that's mostly because everything is moving. I have to hold on when sitting down here. That's where you burn a lot of energy. I try to do something with my hygienes every day. Today is brushing my teeth. And it's day 5. Tomorrow, I might go to the toilet.
Sweater has a pillow. That's all luxury pillow I have. This is just for safety, not banging my head.
If I'm not lucky, we need to get up on deck for a sail change. But hopefully not. So the hours in front. Good night.
Voxen awakes to find Ericsson 3 have reeled in Puma's Il Mostro in second, despite them fitting a new wheel. Both crews prepare for close combat.
Today we're not only racing opposition, which Puma is actually over there, but we're also racing the clouds. E3 is sailed right up to us, right down below. Bit of a shame, but unfortunately we kind of known it was going to happen. But they're also going quite quick right now. Today they've gone from on the horizon to leeward up to within a couple miles, and it's no slow boat over there, I'll tell you that. So after that big cloud we had, big massive header, now it's lifting, and as we a little bit were hoping for, Puma probably got stuck in it, because now we start to see them for the first time in the race, and we started 7 hours behind them, so we're quite happy here to at least see a boat, and we caught them up.
Side by side, Magnus Olsen and Ken Reed cross the equator.
Salty, I'm gonna handle you Il Mostro for the best and the worst. Are you ready?
I'm ready. 3, 2,
Il Mostro.
0. She's
Go
fine.
to the southern hemisphere.
There we go. No, it's southern, mate. It's that way. There we go.
It's good to see a few traditions haven't gone.
This is a lot like. Remember we did
A little bit of sailmaker's oil and a little cigar. Very nice.
The Southern Ocean awaits as our fleet heads further south. Will Torben Grail on Ericsson 4 pull further clear of the chasing pack as the Brazilian skipper races towards his home city of Rio? With Ericsson 3 and Puma watching each other's every move, who will buckle? Will they be caught by Bauer Becking on Telefonica Blue, who is now just 45 miles behind them? And has Ian Walker on Green Dragon made the right decision to follow the most easterly route south? Will his huge gamble pay off? Or has he made a huge mistake?